So not gonna lie, I practiced that transition from the studio Ides of March to right when Clive kicks into Murders in the Rue Morgue from Hammersmith Odie from '82 for a good hour or so before I went live. I was so determined to get that introduction paired perfectly, and I'm glad to say it went off without a hitch. So what is going on, everyone out there in the vinyl community and all you Iron Maiden fans? Welcome to Untracked Grooves, Up the Irons, 50 years of Iron Maiden. So recently I've been on a massive Iron Maiden kick. I would say they really battle on having the stature of being my first or second favorite metal band next to Black Sabbath. The two kind of flip-flop depending on the day. And obviously recently, this year, 2025, is the 50th anniversary of Iron Maiden, and they just recently kicked off their Run for Your Lives tour out in Europe, which when I saw the set list, I literally thought to myself, this is a perfect set, because what set do you get Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and Seventh Son of a Seventh Son? It is just unheard of. And I was kind of diving into the catalog a little bit, and I thought to myself, because I had just recently relaunched the Untracked Groove series, I was like, what if we did an Iron Maiden-centered live stream? Now, granted, last year in the series, I had done a Kiss one, for obvious reasons. They're my favorite band. And I had done some, holiday festive ones. And I figured, you know what? Let's work some more bands into the mix, and let's do some more band-centered live streams. So, thus, we have Up the Irons, 50 years of Iron Maiden. And of course, what you just heard to kick this stream off was the Ides of March opening track on the Killers album. And then you just heard Murders in the Rue Morgue from Beast at Hammersmith, which is on the 3LP deluxe version of Number of the Beast. And we have a killer show set for you guys tonight. We have a lot of deep dives into the catalog. We got some bootlegs. We got some B-sides. And you guys submitted a bunch of requests. Needless to say, there's not exactly a request block, but requests are spread all over this show. But also, I should mention, while I did ask out, for any requests that you guys wanted to hear, if you sign up for a channel membership for as low as 99 cents a month, you can actually submit requests live, and I will play them on the air. So just a little pointer if you want to hear something specific and yet you also want to support the channel. It means a lot, and I will make it worth your 99 cents or however much you want to sign up for the channel and play your favorite Maiden tracks. Now, unfortunately, I did a little bit of research, and there is no liquor store in my neck of the woods in New Jersey that sells Trooper Ale. I would have had to go out to Philly to get it. So instead, I have been saving this for a long time. This is a tall Cape May Brewing, Cape May IPA. As you can tell, I am really going to enjoy this. So, of course, to have the inaugural hiss, I guess you could say. Oh, that was perfect. Cheers, everyone, and most importantly, up the irons. That is amazing. Okay. So let's continue on with some music. So this next block that we're going to dive into, it's going to cover a period of the first 5 albums of Maiden. And some of these songs are quite long, which made curating this show a bit of a challenge because Maiden tracks are rather long. It's not the usual 3 or 4 minutes that I'm used to playing in this series. But nonetheless, we got some great heavy hitters. So we're going to hark things back over to the debut album from the Paul Di'Anno era, and this is Phantom of the Opera.
If you're feeling down, depressed and lonely, I know a place where we can go. 22 Acacia Avenue. Meet a lady that I know. So if you're looking for a good time, and you're prepared to pay the price, 50 quid is all she asks for. Everybody's got
how is that for a blistering block on this Up the Irons 50 Years of Iron Maiden live stream? So that block that you just heard, we had Phantom of the Opera from the debut dating back to the Paul Di'Anno years, and then we followed that up with the title track of his last album with the band, which was, of course, Killers, which props to Takaski out there who's pointing out all the facts behind these songs that I'm playing. The story goes is that with the song Killers, there is a fantastic live video that the band shot at the Rainbow, and the story goes is that Paul wrote the lyrics to the original rough draft of the lyrics to Killers backstage just before the show started, so he had something to sing. So there's a little factoid there. Then we followed that up with 22 Acacia Avenue, which is, of course, the continuing saga of Charlotte the Harlot, a character / song that dates back to the debut. So they kind of did a couple of songs in the saga. Then, if you're going to die with your boots on from Peace of Mind. And then what you just heard was the title track of my all-time favorite Iron Maiden record, the t-shirt that I am wearing for tonight, and that is, of course, Power Slave. I think that is a rather ass-kicking block right there to kick this off and sort of focus in on that sort of classic period of Maiden. Now we're going to continue on chronologically, but this next block of material is going to cover the rest of the 80s and going into the early 90s. And I usually try to have some sort of, I guess, loose themes when it comes to these blocks. And the theme with this block is that the material that I'm about to spin, these next 4 songs or so, are tracks that were only played live on the tour in support of these respective albums, meaning that they only played them on one tour, and they disappeared entirely from the set list, never to be played live again, even up to the modern day. Like, they just haven't polished these off. So we're kind of going to get into some great deep cut territory for all you Maiden diehards, and I hope that you guys enjoy this next block. We're going to go somewhere in time with A Sea of Madness. Tail end of the previous track before that. Gotta master the needle drop somehow. Here's Sea of Madness.
walking on down the road. She heard the sound that made her heart explode. He whispered to her to get on the back. I'll take you on a ride from here to eternity. Hell ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity. Hell ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity. She must be having one of her crazy dreams. She never sat on a piece so mean. It made her feel like she's on cloud nine. She even thought she'd heard the engine sigh. But like all dreams that come to an end, they took a tumble at the devil's band. The beast that shot them, they were two of a kind. They'd always take the line from here to eternity. Hell ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity. Hell ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity. Hell ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity. Hell ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity. Yeah, leg up. Gentlemen, Stone Origins.
And just like that, those songs never were to appear again in the set list. So that block that you just heard, like I said, that block was centered on songs that were performed live on the respective tours in support of these albums that I just played, the last four, and were never played again. So we started off with Sea of Madness from the Somewhere in Time album, one of my personal favorites. Then we moved on to Infinite Dreams from Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. A great live version actually does appear in the Made in England live video / album. Then we moved on to a very underrated record that a lot of people love, and it is an album that is shamefully absent from the live set from this current Run for Your Lives tour that Maiden's doing right now. That was Public Enema #1 off of No Prayer for the Dying, which honestly is not a bad record. It just kind of suffers from the production. Steve Harris was very adamant on recording in his barn, and the end result kind of shows. And then the last track that you heard was actually one of the singles released from the Fear of the Dark album, and that was From Here to Eternity. Now it is that time of the show. Even though there is no Flaming Youth rock block centered on Kiss, obviously the next thing that would usually follow suit after that is a song that I would like to dedicate to my wonderful girlfriend, Abby, who is tuning in right now. I texted her just as I started the last song, and bam, she appears. So she is right on the money. I love you for that. But my pick for Abby for this stream was kind of a challenge because there are not many Iron Maiden love songs or ballads. I guess if you want to count one, there's a song on Fear the Dark called Wasting Love, but I'm not going to play that. But instead, I decided to take one of Abby's favorite films / books into play with this next particular song, which ironically comes from the Peace of Mind album and kind of follows the same theme as what I was doing earlier by playing songs that they only played on one tour and then just kind of disappeared. This song is one of those songs, and this is an absolutely underrated gem of a tune from the Maiden catalog. And this song was written about the book Dune. Now the song's going to start. And the song in question is To Tame a Land, about the planet Dune, and that was for my girlfriend Abby. Mwah, I love you so much. So now we are past the 1 hour zone, so let's keep this party rolling. So one of the cool things about the early Maiden catalog is that there were some really good tunes that did not make it onto the final records, and some of those songs appeared as B-sides. And what's funny is I intended on playing this little mini block of B-sides from the moment that I thought of doing this live stream, but then somebody had actually requested those 3 songs in order, and I was just like, wow, all right, so let's take it back to the beginning, from the Paul Di'Anno days. So it's kind of going to cover like a period of 3 albums. So debut up to Number of the Beast, and we're going to start off with some B-sides. This one, of course, is the B-side of the Running Free single.
That makes me
And those songs, as bitchin' as they are, never made it onto any album. So what did you guys just hear? The first B-side that you heard was Burning Ambition. That was the B-side of the Running Free single. Then we moved on to Invasion, which was the B-side of the Women in Uniform single, which, by the way, Invasion is one of my all-time favorite Iron Maiden songs. Has a really cool punchy edge. And then the last one that you just heard was Total Eclipse, which is the B-side of the Run to the Hill single. Now, depending on which pressing of Number of the Beast that you have, Total Eclipse is actually featured on the Number of the Beast album. I believe it's on the first Japanese pressings. I think it's sandwiched in between Run to the Hills and Gangland, I think, or it might be after Gangland. But if you have the 3LP deluxe version of Number of the Beast, which comes with the live show from Hammersmith, they actually took out Gangland and placed in its place Total Eclipse, which, not gonna lie, I much prefer that running order of the album because I think Gangland is a bit of a weaker kind of song. And Dakaski, if I get to Women in Uniform, it might be later on in the show. Let's hope that Eddie / the copyright police don't shut me down. It was really tough because there was a lot of great requests that came in. It was just a matter of structuring it to where the show kind of had some flow and such, but rest assured, a lot of the tunes that you guys have been hearing tonight have been submitted via request, so please trust me. But and also, we have quite a good amount left in the show, too. As a matter of fact, this particular song was requested, and here's the thing. Because Iron Maiden tends to ignore this record in their discography, I'm giving it more love tonight. This is one that, like Dakaski had mentioned, is rather underrated in the Iron Maiden catalog. It very much is because of the production. But let it be known, this next song that you guys are going to hear was actually the only #1 hit that Iron Maiden ever had.
Getting close to midnight, and all the bets are still in town. True love and lipstick on your linen, bite the pillow, make no sound. If there's some living to be done, before your life becomes your tomb, you'd better know I'm the wall. Unchain your back door, invite me around. Bring your daughter to the the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are running low. Running low.
Has Eddie done it? Has the copyright police taken us down? Right now, there's a couple of people that are kind of hanging in. I want to see if maybe if I do a little bit of talking, that we'll see how it all kind of ends up. And of course, it's on Hallowed Be Thy Name. Of course, it's fitting. But you know what? I also noticed too that usually when it gets to like the hour 30 mark, that's when YouTube starts kind of doing its sweep. So I don't know if maybe it's intentional to be conscious on doing I guess hour 30-minute live streams. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Are we going to be back? It says stream unavailable. And it's funny because I had a funny slogan that I was going to say after that song had wrapped up. Are we back yet? Let's see. We're still suspended. Listen, if Iron Maiden wants to take down live clips from the recent tour, they can at least let some schmuck like me just play their tunes freely and they can collect the revenue. Are we back yet? Let's see. Come on. Come back. I'm going to play one more song, and then I guess we'll call it. I guess. We'll see if anyone's kind of hanging around to see if we come back or not. I'm not quite sure. Are we going to be back? If for anyone out there that's watching, if this comes back up, just let me know. Let me know if we're back up and running, because then I'll play one more song, and then I guess, because here's the thing, it's going to be a whole game of cat and mouse, where, you know, I start playing something, it takes it down, so we might as well have our kicks now while we can. Let's see, come on. Come on, get us back on the air, just for one last song, and it's a very fitting final song, too, even though I had another block of music that I was going to play. But you know what? This going forward, hour 30. I think that's what we're going to do it. Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Someone let me know. Because I'll do the last song. Let's see. Are they going to halt this entirely? Because usually it'll pick back up like when... Or did I play too much copyrighted work? I'm not quite sure. You know what? Screw it. We're going to play the last song of the night. Okay, all right. So we are back. Okay. So we're back. Okay. So guys, I know how this is going to end. So I'm just going to wrap this up and play one final song, and it's a very fitting one that I wrapped up this little mini block on. And it's funny because I didn't think to say this phrase at all on this stream. But if you remember Live After Death, there is a phrase that you've heard a million times from Bruce. Scream for me, YouTube. Scream for me, YouTube. The Iron Maiden.